My name is Ben. I'm a teacher here in the Chicago area, and this is the story of my bunny battle. I'm going to tell about how we are dealing with a mammalian pest, and how that might be kind of difficult to deal with. This is a picture of the eastern cottontail, the rabbit that is plaguing my yard. He's quite common, not very difficult to find a eastern cottontail in the Midwest, and he can get big, although I don't know if this is a real picture or not. In the Dust Bowl period, lots of related rabbits were driven onto farms and ate a lot of crops because of scarcity of food. Farmers did what they had to. They were introduced as a game species in Australia, and they're still causing problems. Rabbits are not all like bugs. They're not all nice and not all good. This is the really horrible smelling stuff that I sprayed on most of the plants to try to keep the bunnies away. It didn't always work. It smells like rotten eggs and blood. It's a really pleasant smell, and when you spray it a lot, you can smell it from like all over the yard and all over and inside the house. So we put up with stinky rotten eggs to try to fix the bunnies, and still didn't solve the problem. Here's another product that we tried. Didn't quite work. I might not be using it right, but I've sprayed 2 nasty chemical things all over my yard many times, and still the bunnies are attacking. Over here, cameraman, we have 4 different pepper plants. You notice this brown stuff. That is our cayenne pepper. That right now is keeping the bunnies away. We're going to talk more about that. This pepper plant, can you zoom in a little on this one, has been attacked. See how it's missing a bunch of leaves and it's been chewed off here? This was the only plant that was growing real peppers. I already gotten 2 peppers off of this thing before it got attacked. Okay. Now over here, you can see a bunch of stuff. We planted peas, beans, sunflowers, all over the place here. And the bunnies have been chewing up all of the sprouts. All of the plants have been coming up. We had sunflowers over here. They were all eaten. We replanted, and since then they haven't been eaten yet. This is a random maple tree that's growing in our garden. Probably pull that out and plant it in a pot later. We had 5 or 6 pea plants. Here you can see a pea plant that got stripped of its leaves by a bunny. And you can see that we've put cayenne pepper on these pea plants. They've still been chewed on. I don't remember if that happened before or after. So we're not sure at this point if our data tells us they've been left alone. These are the bean plants that have come up since we replanted. Here's one that got chewed on. There's a couple little sticks. Decapitated bean plants. Here's a sprout. Okay, this one was a seedling last year. Got it from Arbor Day. It should be about this big, but it's not, obviously, because something, the bunny, broke it in half. So now it's a very fast-growing stump. Basically ruined that tree for us. Very irksome. Okay, this is a Washington hawthorn. It was, a couple weeks ago, twice as big with twice as many branches. You can see how it was broken off. This thing has been attacked over and over again by our friend the bunny. It really is having a tough time. It's been strong and coming back. I trimmed it in a few places, but it's really had a rough time. This is our biggest bush that we got. It was a single stick about this big, last summer, and it's turned into this in a year. That's what it could be. If you come over here, this is one that was almost completely destroyed by a bunny. It was a strong plant, so it grew back. It's now it's about as big as it was when we first planted it about 13 months ago. At one point it was up to here with many more branches, but it's been broken many times. This is another hawthorn. This was taller than the stick at the beginning of the year. Had branches. It was much bigger. All the branches were broken, and the top half was broken off by the bunny. This bush used to be the same size as this bush. It was smashed. And last thing. This is the hole that the bunnies dug in my yard. We filled it in. Last time they did this, we tried to fill it in and 3 baby bunnies popped out. So it's not so good. And we have seen at least 1 baby bunny in our neighbor's yard.
There's one more repellent, the coyote urine repellent, which might work, it might not. There is the shoot it option, which is kind of, well, is illegal and dangerous where I live. And then there is the poison the poor bunny, which I'm not sure how we feel about that, but I could definitely set a trap and kill it and try to avoid accidentally killing someone or something else by posting signs. And the humane way would be to trap it, but then what do you do with it once you've trapped it? That's the challenge.